Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary, coming back with a part 2 of this video. Now, again, this is from Rodney Reed, and also you will hear a witness that's saying that Rodney Reed didn't kill Stacey Stites. It was her fiance, the police officer, that killed her. And this is explosive. Now, my question is, now the state of Texas is going to try to downplay this and say, Rodney Reed was going to be accused of all these, that he was accused of sexual assault before and stuff like that. Well, the evidence and a witness that come forward like this week saying that it wasn't Rodney Reed. It was the fiance. So I'm going to go ahead and play this part 2 of this video, and I'm going to continue the rest of my commentary.
You obviously had relations with Stacey, but were they consensual?
Yes, they were, absolutely.
And how long had you been in a relationship with her?
I actually met her in late October, early November of 95.
Right. She was killed in April of 96, so we're talking about a 5 or 6 month period.
Right.
How many times did you two see each other?
Some weeks I would see her maybe once or twice a week, and there was sometimes I didn't even see her at all.
And you knew at the time that she was engaged, right?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem to me that she was really, because if she was, she wouldn't have been having a relationship with me.
And how long before her death on April 23rd had you been with her?
I was with her that late night Sunday, early morning Monday. It was the 21st, 22nd.
Late the night of the 21st or early morning hours of the 22nd.
Right.
And you had an alibi witness.
Yes, my alibi witness that was with me that particular night, morning, we went to work together.
But did other people know you were having a relationship with her?
Yes, there were people that knew, but there were people in my circle, friends and family members of mine.
Do you know Alicia Slater?
No, I don't.
She says that she knew Stacey for a year. She said Stacey said that she knew you, and that she spoke very highly of you. She said she didn't tell the police about your relationship with Stacey because she didn't want to get involved and now feels guilty about it. How do you feel about the fact that she's let you sit here for 19 years without ever bringing this out?
I look at it this way. It kind of goes back to when I was asked, did I know Stacey? And the first thing because I didn't want to get involved and I didn't want to be part of an investigation. And I can see where she didn't want to be a part of an investigation. I can say that I do appreciate that she, took the initiative to step forward, say something. I don't even know her.
A key witness who corroborates Rodney's story is Alicia Slater, who has come forward after 19 years to confirm that, yes, Rodney and Stacey were having a secret affair.
Stacey and I worked at a grocery store in Bastrop, Texas. Stacey and I hung out at work only. We talked about girl things, boyfriends. Stacey told me that she was engaged to a police officer in Giddings. It was one of the days at lunch, and I asked her about her engagement ring and if she was really excited to get married. And she then proceeded to tell me that she wasn't that excited because she was sleeping with a black guy named Rodney. I was, wow, Stacey, you need to be careful. In the 90s, Bastrop, Texas did not have many interracial couples. It was kind of an underlining racism that no one really talked about because that's just how it was back then. Stacey did say that she was worried about Jimmy and what he would do if he ever found out she was cheating on him. So she had told me that she was sleeping with Rodney, and it was about a month later that she was murdered. When I found out Stacey had died, my first thought was, did she get caught cheating?
Okay, thank you for being here, and thank you for coming forward and talking about this. So you have no doubt that Stacey was in a relationship with Rodney?
I have no doubt. She told me. And I was talking to her about her engagement ring. I asked her if she was excited about it, and she didn't seem very excited. And she quickly followed that with, well, it's because I'm sleeping with a black guy named Rodney.
You and I are from Texas. And I love Texas. I love the people in Texas. I think they're good people. But there's a broad range of values and beliefs. Tell me about Giddings and Bastrop and that part of the state 20 years ago.
I think back then we didn't really realize how racist it was because we were living in it. You know, I grew up there from kindergarten through my senior year before I moved out of Bastrop. And, you know, it was definitely, there weren't many interracial couples at all.
Back then, would there be a lot of judgment about something like this? Is that why?
Definitely.
Now, Stacy's coworkers affidavit, there were several times that I would see Stacy talking to a young black man inside the store. She seemed happy to see him and would be in a good mood. I recall that a few times that Stacy's fiance entered the store to visit her, she would become a nervous wreck. Then Stacy's cousin, in 1995, I remember seeing Stacy coming out of the Dairy Queen with a black man. Stacy and the black man got into a car that Stacy was driving. After Stacy's death, I remember seeing a picture of Rodney Reed on the news. Rodney Reed was the same man I saw with Stacy at the Dairy Queen.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the witness says that it was confirmed that Stacy Stites and that had an affair with Rodney Reed. See, and then there's forensic evidence proving that Rodney Reed wasn't in the car at that time. I mean, the only person that was in the car was Stacy Stites and her fiance, who was a police officer. So you put two and two together, proving that Rodney Reed, the black man, didn't kill this 19-year-old white lady in 1996. And obviously, in evidence, the forensic and DNA evidence also confirmed that wasn't Rodney Reed's DNA. So, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm just being honest that this, I mean, Dr. Phil, I mean, he shouldn't even have to do this, but I'm glad he did it to prove the point that this man didn't have anything to do with murdering Stacy Stites. And the sisters who try to basically saying that, no, it was Rodney Reed that killed my sister, but they didn't look at the forensic evidence and DNA evidence that was excluded Rodney Reed of even killing their sister. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part 2, and I'm going to go and give you the part 3 of the evidence I was referring to of this story. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will give a shout out to the Dr. Phil, number 1. Number 2, to Nicole's View, and number 3, Kim Kardashian West, of one of the celebrities that's supporting to free Rodney Reed. So leave a comment, tell me what you think, like, click subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. And with that being said, then Lions signing off. Deuces.